Hey guys, I hope you've been enjoying the series so far and been learning some things. Now we're going to be getting into what's called half steps and whole steps. Two terms you need to learn. So I'm going to write these out. Now as you can see, I wrote these out here. There's also two more names for them. Half steps can be referred to as semitones. Whole steps can be referred to as tones. So what these are is a way to count your movements on piano or steps in pitch. So if we move from a C up to a C sharp right here, that's called a semitone. So the movement from C to C sharp would be a semitone. C sharp to D would be a semitone. D to D sharp, semitone. So basically, or half steps, think of steps as movement. So C to C sharp is one semitone or half step, whatever you want to call it. Now, this is very important because we can alter our sounds of intervals by the amount of half steps that are in them. Let me zoom out some here. For example, let me show you a good example of this. If we have C up to C, it's an octave, which if you remember from the scale degrees is 8. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. That's 8. And we can count both of those C's because they're not the same C. They're two different C's. So let's say this is C3 and this is C4. Now there's 12 half steps in that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's an 8. Now what if we go C to C sharp? Oh, it sounds different. But the scale degrees is still 8 because remember I said ignore the sharps and flats. So this is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, A, B, C. Still, although there's a sharp in there. That means it sounds different. So there's actually 13 half steps in this example. And remember, half steps are movement. So if we go from C to C, the same C, it's not a half step. You didn't go anywhere. But C to C sharp is 1. Now C sharp to the other C sharp is 12. So 1 plus 12, 13. You get what I'm saying? It's still an octave. It's still called an octave. But there's something different about it. There's 13 half steps rather than 12. To show this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, what is a whole step? Well, a whole step is basically 2 half steps. That is a whole step. 1 half step, another half step, which 2 half steps equals 1 whole step, or tone, whatever you want to call it. So now that you know this is very, very, very important. So when we're counting scale degrees, I want you to notice something. When we're counting scale degrees, we count where we start. When we count half steps or whole steps, we do not. So, let me label it. So this is for scale degree, also known as interval size. Or for our case, we called it interval size. And then for this is called half steps and whole steps. And whole steps. So we do not count where we start. That's the main difference that throws everybody off. So when you're counting C to G, I know it's a fifth with 7 half steps. Because if we were to count where we started, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we'd get 8, because that's a G. That's wrong. We do not count where we start. I'm not trying to get too hyped up. I just gotta make sure you guys understand. It's quite important. So now that you know that we're counting scale degrees, we do not count where we start. I mean, we count where we start. I'm gonna throw you guys all off. Counting scale degrees, we count where we start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a fifth. How many half steps in it? 1. Because it's movement. So from here to here is a half step. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 half steps in a fifth. From C to G, that is. So, what did you learn? Scale degrees, interval size. We should call it interval size. We count where we start, and half steps, we do not count where we start. So that's what I want you to get from this video. And in the next video, we're going to put some of this stuff to use, which will help drill it in your brain. And yeah, so subscribe, and I'll thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. See ya.